Today we will start our second term. So let's start our first chapter, that is chapter 10 of second term. Okay, now from chapter 10 our second term starts, which is rocks and minerals. Now let's see what is in this chapter. Take out your science book, which is Millennium Science for Juniors 5, and the publication is Millennium Book Source Private Limited, and open page number 94, chapter 10, rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals. In this chapter we will study about the rocks, its composition or the types of rocks, as well as about the minerals also. Okay, so let's see the concept mapping. Introduction. What are rocks? Looking at rocks, composition of rocks and formation of rocks. Types of rocks. Igneous rocks, and the examples are granite, pumice and obsidian. Then second one is sedimentary rocks, that are sandstone, shale, conglomerate and limestone. And the third is metamorphic rocks, slate, marble, genesis and quartzite. Then minerals, metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, precious stones, fossils, fossil fuels, coal, petroleum. Then conservation of natural resources. Why is conservation important? And ways for conservation of petroleum. Okay, now let's start the chapter. Students, read with me. Dave went to Andaman and Nicobar Islands for his summer vacation. There he enjoyed scuba diving on one of the beaches. He was amazed to see that huge rocks cover the floor of the sea. Now, there was a boy named Dave who went to the Andaman and Nicobar Island on his summer vacations, and there he enjoyed a lot, and he did diving also, which is called scuba diving on one of the beach. And there, what did he see? He was amazed to see some huge rocks which were covering the whole floor of the sea. Okay, now rocks are found everywhere and on the earth, whether on land or water. They contain rich deposits of minerals. Breaking down of these rocks results in soil formation. Therefore, soil contains tiny pieces of rock mixed with dead plant and animal matter. Now, rocks are found each and everywhere on the earth, whether it is on land or on water. Or we can say that the rocks are found in land on land also, as well as in water also. Okay, as they contain rich deposits of minerals, as the rocks contain minerals. Okay, and breaking down of these minerals result in soil formation. If we break down these rocks, then what will happen? The soil will be formed. Therefore, soil contains tiny pieces of rock mixed with dead plant and animal matter. That is why only the soil है that contains the tiny pieces of rocks which are mixed with the dead plants as well as the animal matters. Okay, so that's why we found some tiny pieces of rocks in the soil, because rocks are, when the rocks are break down, they take a form or the soil is formed. Okay, now let's see looking at rocks. In this we will study the composition of rocks and formation of rocks. Now, composition of rocks. Rocks occur in various colors and kinds in nature. Can you guess what are rocks made up of? All rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are the naturally occurring substances. A rock can be made up of two or more types of minerals. Now, composition of rock means what does the rock contains. Okay, so they can rocks can be occurred in various colors, or they can have various kinds, okay, in nature. And can you guess of what thing it is made up of? So the all rocks are made up of minerals. That is why we can say that soil contains minerals, because soil is formed by breaking down a rock only. जब हम लोग rock को break down करते हैं तभी soil form होती है, और जो rock होती है that is made up of minerals only. Okay, that's why we say that soil contains minerals. Now, minerals are naturally occurring substances. Yes, minerals जो है ये naturally occur होते हैं. That's why they are known as naturally occurring substances. And a rock can be made up of two or more types of minerals. जो हमारी जो rocks होती हैं, it can contain only one mineral, or it can contain two or more types of minerals. Two or more types of minerals can be present in a specific rock. Okay, now let's see page number 95. Now let's start with the formation of rocks. Rocks are formed over a period of thousands of years by various agents of nature like wind and water. Some rocks are formed from older rocks, while some rocks formed due to cooling down of hot lava. Yes, rocks take a period of thousands of years to form. It cannot be formed in 1 or 2 years. Okay, it takes thousands of years to form a rock, and it is formed by various agents of nature like wind and water. Now, some rocks are formed from older rocks, as well as there are some rocks which are formed due to cooling down of hot lava. Okay, when the hot lava gets cooled down, it takes a form of a rock only. Now let's see the types of rock. Yes, there are basically three types of rocks, which are igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. Now let's see. Depending on the method of their formation, rocks are divided into three types, namely igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Now the first one is igneous rock. Igneous rock were the first rocks formed that were the basis of all landforms on the earth. The core of the earth is very hot and contains a mixture of molten rocks and gases. It is known as magma. Igneous rocks are formed due to cooling and hardening of magma. The magma is pushed upwards by other rocks and hardens below the earth's crust to form igneous rocks. Sometimes the magma reaches the earth's surface and flows out through the cracks on the surface, and this is called lava. This lava cools down and forms igneous rocks. Now, igneous rocks are the first rocks which are formed on the basis of all landforms on the earth. Okay, and the core of the earth means the mid of the earth, the middle portion of the earth, which is known as the core of the earth, that is very hot and that contains a mixture of molten rocks. And gases, and it is known as magma. Okay, now the igneous rocks are formed due to cooling and hardening of magma. When that hot magma gets cooled down and gets hardened, then it takes a form of a igneous rocks. जब magma ठंडी हो जाती है और थोड़ी हार्ड हो जाती है तो वो igneous rock का फॉर्म ले लेती है. Okay, now the magma is pushed upwards by other rocks and hardens below the earth's crust to form igneous rocks. Now अब जो magma है that is pushed upward by the other rocks and hardens below the earth's crust. Earth's crust means the layer of earth just above earth's surface. Okay, sorry, just below the earth surface. Okay, so now the other rocks push the magma upward to the earth's surface and hardens below the earth's crust to form igneous rock. जब जो अदर रॉक्स होती हैं वो क्या करती हैं, कोर्स जो अर्थ कोर है वहां से मैग्मा को पुश करना, दे स्टार्ट पुशिंग द मैग्मा इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. और जैसे ही वो अर्थ क्रस्ट पर आती है वो धीरे धीरे दे स्टार्ट टेकिंग अ फॉर्म ऑफ, जो अदर रॉक होती है वो क्या हो जाती है, इग्निशियस रॉक. ओके, and hardens below the earth's crust to form igneous rock. और earth's crust के नीचे वो hard होने लगती है just to take a form of igneous rock. Sometimes कभी-कभी but कभी-कभी क्या हो जाता है, sometimes the magma reaches the earth's surface and flows out through the cracks on the surface. Sometimes what happens, जो hot lava होता है, जो magma होता है, that reaches to the earth's surface and it flows throughout the cracks on the surface. surface पे जो भी cracks हैं उसके through वो flow करने लगता है, it flows out and that then the magma which is flowed out or which flows out through the cracks on the surface, that is known as lava. And when that lava gets cooled down, then it takes a form of igneous rocks. Okay, now the type of igneous rock formed depends on the type of minerals the magma contains, the size of mineral particles and the rate at which the magma cools down. Granite, pumice and obsidian are some examples of igneous rocks. Yes, now the type of rock, igneous rock formed depends on the minerals which magma is containing and the size of the mineral particles as well as the rate at which the magma cools down, or the rate or the speed of magma cooling down. Okay, and now there are some examples of igneous rocks like granite, pumice and obsidian. Now let's see the granite. Granite is the most common and widely occurring igneous rock on the earth's surface. It is a light colored hard stone with coarse grains, composed mainly of minerals like quartz, feldspar and mica. It is found in different colors from grey to pink, which depends on its feldspar content. It is formed deep inside the earth's crust and is usually dug out of the ground in quarries. As it is hard and tough, it is used for making buildings, flooring and statues, etc. Now, granite is the most common and widely occurring igneous rock, okay, on the earth surface, and it is light colored hard stone. Yes, the color of a granite is light and it is a hard stone with coarse grains, okay, or you can say the texture, with some texture. It has some coarse grains which are mainly composed of some minerals like quartz, feldspar and mica. And it is found in different colors also. Yes, it can be of grey color, it can be of pink, green, black. Okay, so granite is found in different colors also from gray to pink, and the color of a granite basically depends on the feldspar content. Okay, feldspar content is a mineral which is used or which is present in granite. It is formed deep inside the earth's crust and usually dug out of the ground in quarries. Yes, the granite is formed basically deep inside the earth crust. अर्थ crust क्या है? एक हमारी जो हमारी अर्थ है उसकी एक लेयर है आफ्टर द कोर. तो जो अर्थ क्रस्ट है उसके it is formed deep inside the earth crust, and just to get the granite, what we do, we dug out of the ground in quarries. हम लोग उसको dig करके बाहर निकालते हैं ground से. Okay, now as it is hard and tough, it is used for making buildings, floors, statues and etc. Yes, as granite is hard and tough, that is why it is used to make buildings, floors, statues. Okay, now let turn page number 96. Now pumice. Pumice has a sponge-like structure that has lots of holes in it, which makes it very light. This is the only rock that floats on water. It is formed due to quick cooling of lava, foam of lava within bracket. When it comes in contact with water, when the rock changes almost immediately to a solid, the gas bubbles are trapped inside. Pumice is commonly pale in color but ranges from white, cream, blue or grey to green brown to even black. It has various household and construction based uses. It is used as a skin scrubber or as dental apsrasives. Now, what is pumice? Pumice is a sponge-like structure. It has sponge-like structure which has lots of holes in it, and it is very light in weight also. Okay, and it is the only rock, and the pumice is the only rock which is able to float on water. Okay, or which floats on water. It is formed due to quick cooling of lava. When the lava gets cooled down very quickly, then pumice is formed. Okay, then when how does it get a foam structure, sponge like structure? When it comes in contact with the water, what happens? That rock changes almost immediately to a solid. जैसे ही ये water जब ये rock, या we can say the lava, when it takes a form of a rock, okay, it becomes, तो क्या होता है कि जो the gas bubbles which are present when the lava comes in contact with water, what happens? The lava immediately converts into a solid, and the gas bubbles which are present, or the gas which is present in that lava, that gets trapped inside. Okay, क्या हुआ? हॉट लावा थी, हॉट लावा जैसे ही वाटर के कांटेक्ट में आई तो क्या हुआ कि जो लावा था वो सॉलिड का फॉर्म लेने लगा, और जैसे ही वो सॉलिड का फॉर्म लेता है तो उसके अंदर जो गैस बबल्स जो प्रेजेंट होते हैं, व्हाट हैपेंस? दे गेट्स ट्रैप्ड इन दैट solid. Okay, that's why it have sponge like structure. Now pumice is commonly pale in color but ranges from white, cream, blue or gray to green brown to even black. and it has various household and construction based uses. Yes, pumice is used for households also as well as construction based uses also. Okay, so it is used as a skin scrubber or as dental abrasive. Okay, now the third one is obsidian. Obsidian rocks are igneous rocks which are formed when lava cools quickly above the ground. Obsidian looks like glass and has very sharp edges. It has a dark green to black color. Obsidian is considered a semi-precious stone and is used as a decorative specimen. Due to its sharp edges, it is almost used in making surgical blades and cutting tools. Now, what is obsidian? Obsidian rocks are igneous rocks only. Yes, it is a type of a igneous rocks only, and it is formed when the lava cools down quickly above the ground. Means जैसे ही वो अर्थ सरफेस के बाहर आया और जल्दी से कूल डाउन हो गया तो ऑब्सिडियन रॉक फॉर्म हो गई. ओके, एंड ऑब्सिडियन it looks like a glass. It looks like a glass and it has very sharp edges. And it has a dark green to black color. जो इसका कलर होता है वो या तो डार्क ग्रीन होता है या फिर ब्लैक, इस तरह का कलर होता है. मतलब डार्क कलर्स होते हैं, डार्क ग्रीन टू ब्लैक के कलर्स होते हैं इसमें. और जो इसकी एजेस होती हैं वो भी दे आर ऑल्सो वेरी शार्प. Then now obsidian is considered a semi-precious stone. Yes, obsidian is considered as a semi-precious stone. It can be precious also, it cannot be also. Or if you can say the semi-precious stone, and it is used as a decorative specimen. Yes, we can use this rock for some decorative items also. Okay, we can make some decorative items from this rock. And due to its sharp edges, it is also used in making surgical blades as well as cutting tools. The tools which are made up of rock or जो है that are made up of obsidian only. Okay, now after that it is sedimentary rocks. Class, we will study sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rock in our next class. Until that, your homework is to read chapter 10 rocks and minerals and revise the taught portion. Okay, thank you class.